I've actually done so many businesses. Someone asked me, hey, Beldine, I used to do this. And I'm like, oh, yeah. The video that you're required to send, that video is usually sent to principals in the schools in the United States so that they access you and see whether this is a teacher we're interested to have an interview with. So that video must be outstanding.
You are moving from what many of us would consider very successful. We've seen you build a thriving business. We've seen you, build a thriving personal brand, and in our eyes, you're already successful. What motivated you to now seek an opportunity abroad? Can teachers build global careers and build successful businesses? In today's conversation, we are going to be talking about breaking social barriers and following your passion. My name is Juliet Karimi from Teachers Hub, and today I'm joined by a phenomenal woman who is a passionate teacher, a thriving entrepreneur, a serial marketer, and a social media influencer. So please allow me to have our guest introduce herself. On to you, Beldine.
Hi, everyone. My name is Beldine Kirito, a teacher of English and literature. I'm also a business person. I have a bakery. I'm a CEO and founder of Beldina's Delicacies. I am also a content creator by name Beldine Kirito on all my social media pages, including YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram.
Thank you so much, Beldine. We are so privileged to have you here today. I know this was not a very easy thing to do because you are on a very tight schedule. So I'm super excited about today's conversation. I know we have a lot to unpack from you. For example, we have a lot to unpack on you building a thriving business. We also have a lot to unpack in you launching a global career, going to teach English and literature in the United States, and also just you as the social media influencer that you are. So to begin our conversation, I just want to begin from a very easy point. What motivates you, Beldine? I've seen you move all the time. What really motivates you to keep doing what you're doing?
Yeah, so one thing for me, what really drives me is my passion to utilize my God-given talents. I'm one person, I believe I'm highly gifted, and I explore my talent to the maximum. Like, I'm such a passionate teacher. I'm a people's person, and I'm highly skilled in areas concerning relationships with people. So, for example, now me starting my business, actually, my main drive was what extra can I do to serve people? So service to people is my main drive. Also I'm a motivator and an encourager. So even my students know me by how much I motivate them, how much I encourage them, and even the voice I use on my social media, it's that of encouragement, of motivation, showing people it's possible, it can be done. We should not limit ourselves. Like, I'm also very ambitious. I love finding things in life. Who doesn't anyway? So you find that, and for you to get to those fine things, you have to do extra. You have to push yourself extra.
Good. And I like this conversation particularly because as teachers specifically, we are taught to fit into a box. To define that box, we are just taught to just aspire to be one thing, which is to be employed by the government under the Teachers Service Commission. And you and I share that story of living that people consider quite attractive, quite stable, because we talk about a permanent and pensionable job. While I may not have a problem with that, but I feel that that kind of outlook can be quite limiting to people. So tell me about your story. What was your motivating factor to leave that and chase something else?
Yes, one thing again, Ali have mentioned about being very ambitious and fully utilizing my gifts. Yeah, so I feel when we just accept to be in that box, we are really limiting ourselves. You end up not really utilizing your talents. And remember, God has told us you will be rewarded according to how you have utilized your talents. Yeah, so I'm out. I believe not being confined in that box. Yeah, so and there are opportunities out there for all of us. The opportunities out there. The businesses are not meant for the chosen few. Us as teachers, we have the ability of starting something, nurturing, and for me now, I believe we'll talk about this more as we continue. Like now, I am an entrepreneur. I said I am the founder Beldina's Delicacies. You will not find me in a bakery baking, mixing that flour for a client. Yes, when I started, I was doing that in my house. But later I realized, oh, I can be an employer. I can create an opportunity for someone. So you can run your business as you teach. Get skilled people to help you run the business. Yeah, right now, I'm grateful. We have been able to create job opportunity for around 10 people. And they are, you see now, I'm a teacher. I'm earning from this side, and someone else is earning from something that I've created.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, that's very very interesting, and the fact that you have created employment to people, I think that's really a motivating factor. So take us through your entrepreneurship journey. Imekuwaje? Ulianza wapi? Which businesses did you start with? Because I know people are watching you to get some business ideas here and there. So we would be interested to know what businesses you have done right from where you started.
So actually what I can say, one thing, disclaimer, entrepreneurship journey is not a walk in the park, but it is possible. Many people have walked the journey and they are doing well. So I've actually done so many businesses. Someone asked me, Beldine, I used to do this, and I'm like, oh yeah. Some I've even forgotten. But I can mention just a few. I've done landscaping. Yeah, you see those
remember?
kitchen gardens?
Yeah.
The urban kitchen gardens, I've done that. Planting flowers for people, of course. One thing I'm grateful for is the ability to delegate.
Yeah.
Yes, I am a teacher, but someone somewhere is planting some grass for someone.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've done landscaping. I've done. I ran a hotel in Karen, which failed terribly because that's a story for another day. Yeah, I've done a beauty shop, have done mtumba tops, thrift shops. Actually, that's where I started. And let me just take you back a little. Sometimes some of us complain we are not able to start businesses and run them because we don't have capital.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, you can start a business without a capital. Like nowadays, we see many people doing drop shipping. Drop shipping, whereby you just get a supplier, get the photos from the supplier, post on your socials, have people order and pick those items and deliver. So for me, the Mtumba tops, I think this is a business I started with, I think 1,000.
It was in campus.
Yes,
Yeah.
from campus, whereby I could go Gikomba, pick 10 tops, each 100 bob, come iron them very well and sell at 200. You see, I've made 100% profit.
Yeah.
So I did that. What else? I did quail farming.
Yeah, that's the one I was waiting for.
I did
How
quail
did it
farming,
go?
which again also failed terribly. Yeah, and then my current one, which has stood the test of time, it's now 9 years old as we speak, the baking business, which I also started from my kitchen, just very small again. I think I started the baking business. I also had a pharmacy. So I keep on even forgetting some. Yeah, but all those, the rest are in the past. The current one is just the baking, which I started, and it has been successful all through. I started very small in my kitchen with my house help. With time, we have grown to now a number of 10 staff members, and I'm so grateful for that.
Yeah, see, guys, I told you this is really a phenomenal woman. If you're someone that is still stuck at a business idea that you're still embarrassed of pursuing, you can hear it from her. It's possible, it's doable. Just get on with it. Now, before we get to the major part of this conversation, which is what I would like us to discuss, how you got your international school teaching job, I would just like to wrap up the entrepreneurship journey, which is your major lesson, lessons that you have picked from your entrepreneurship journey so far.
Yeah, for you to thrive in entrepreneurship, you have to have a lot of determination and resilience because challenges are many. Challenges are many, but you find these challenges, you're not the first one to go through these challenges. So you just find around, like, when, like, my major um, can I say breakdown or what? What really affected me and brought me down proper was the hotel in Karen. We had spent over 5 million in that hotel, and within 4 months, it was down.
Yeah.
You can imagine. But I didn't let that break me. Instead, I picked the lessons. I picked the lessons. Good thing within that short time, I'd been able to build quite a lot of networks because even the clientels that we were attracting. So I picked the lessons, I picked the good things and moved on. And that resilience has really helped me. And even it gave me more motivation now to build on the baking business so that I could recover from the losses. Yeah, so resilience, determination, of course, passion, and kujituma. Like, unajituma too, like your life depends on it because it does.
Correct.
Yeah, and again, one thing I didn't mention as we were starting, I'm very prayerful. I'm very prayerful. So some of the things I do, I can attest them to miracles. Because even a teacher, unaimagine mwalimu wa TSC, umeamka umeenda umeweka hoteli Karen.
Yeah, exactly. That's
so,
a lot, yeah.
Yeah, so you find God has been behind it all. And when the hotel didn't do well, I didn't like collapse or run, get into depression. He gave me enough strength to move on. He opened other doors, and even now the opportunity even to go and explore my career in US. It's also by his doing. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. So, Beldine, you are moving from what many of us would consider very successful. We've seen you build a thriving business. We've seen you, build a thriving personal brand, and in our eyes, you're already successful. What motivated you to now seek an opportunity abroad?
Yeah, so one thing, as I mentioned, I'm very ambitious, and then I believe in learning, I believe in getting exposure, because you find there are many, America, of course, is way ahead of us in terms of technology, in terms of even the quality of education. So right now, my main motivation is to go and see and experience, learn, like this is an these people, they are like the people we look forward to. So when I got this opportunity, my main drive was to go and become a better teacher, learn about the technology, like become the best of the best teachers, not just staying in the classroom and thinking I am good. No. And then I am a learner. What I've learned in this life, we keep on learning. We learn every day. Like, especially if even right now I meet someone who is above me in terms of authority, in terms of exposure, I will be very humble, listen, spend more time listening and learning to them. Yeah, so my main drive right now to go and teach in the US is to learn, to get more exposure, to get more experience, to become a better teacher. And actually the program I'm going with, it's called Teacher Exchange Program. So whereby I'm going to learn more about the American education system, and then later I will come back to Kenya and share this knowledge and help improve the education system, help even share with my students and help them become better, like world-class scholars.
Yeah, education.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, now, on to the juice of it. Take us through this process. How was it like? I know there's a teacher somewhere watching this and thinking this might be far-fetched. It might not be something for me. It is something for people like Akina Beldine. This one I can't ace it. So take us through what qualifications did you require to get this opportunity, and how was the process like? Where do people get these opportunities?
It's possible for anyone, for everyone, regardless where you are in the country. So like there are links. There are links for agencies in US who are recruiting exchange teachers to go and teach there. First of all, the program, it's called J1 Teacher Exchange Program. It's a program whereby as a teacher, you go teach there for 3 or 5 years, and then come back to your country for 2 years to now bring back the experience to your country for 2 years. If you want to go back, you can go back again. Yeah, and basic qualifications, you must be a teacher holding a bachelor's of education bachelor's of education. The subjects that are mostly in demand are sciences, the maths, English, social studies. For those who are teaching Kiswahili, history, CRE, social studies. Then there is which others? Special education, even primary school teachers. If you are a primary school teacher out there and you have a degree in education, you can also qualify. Minimum teaching experience of 2 years after your graduation. You must have a driver's license because in US you must be driving. Yeah, so and then a passport. So before you start even thinking of applying, get a driver's license, have a passport, and then of course, the 2 years teaching experience. Yeah, that is it. Those minimum, and you must be teaching on an ongoing teachers. So not like you got out of university, you went to do other businesses, then you come apply. No, you must be a teaching teacher because you're expected after your 5 years or 3 years duration, you're coming back to the school where you are teaching and bring back the experience. Yeah, so the links are there. I will share with you. Like the agents that are recruiting in Kenya for free is Faces, the organization that has recruited me. There is TPG, there is PACT, there is ITES. Those are initials, but even when you search them, you will get them. The links will give you all the information that you need to know. Yeah.
Yeah, so teachers, you hear it. It's possible. It's not something for special people. You can just go ahead and check out the links or the hiring agencies, and you can be able to get yourself a job in abroad, teaching abroad, not only in America, but also other countries. It could be
Yes.
Australia, because I
Yeah.
know teachers who have relocated there. It could be China. I mean, the opportunities are quite limitless, and you just need to go for them. So, Beldine, what are the tips you'd offer a teacher who now wishes to start this process? It could be the interview tip or the application tip. What should I do to maximize to maximize my chances in getting such opportunities?
Yeah, so one thing, the process actually, I can say it's slow, it's tiring. You need to be very patient. Like you may start the application this year and you will be hired in the next 2 years. So it's a slow process. Don't expect you're applying today and next month you have the job. No, then it's a step by step process. Like there is the first step where you submit your documents and they are like, yeah, this is okay. Then one thing I didn't mention about the requirements is also document evaluation, whereby you send your university papers, transcripts to US, and then they are evaluated and equated to American degree. Yeah, so that's a process on its own. And then there is also now, after you've submitted your documents, there is the shortlisting. Then after shortlisting, there is now a WhatsApp interview for most agencies. So once you're done with the WhatsApp interview, there is a video that you're required to send.
So is the WhatsApp interview like a video call?
Sometimes it's a video call or just an audio call. Yeah, to just verify actually this is an actual person I'm talking to and not just some robot that decided to apply. So, and then that video. Now, let me share a great tip that I know will benefit most of you. The video that you're required to send, that video is usually sent to principals in the schools in the United States so that they access you and see whether this is a teacher we're interested to have an interview with. So that video must be outstanding. I know most Kenyans who have been applying, but they've not been shortlisted because their video quality wasn't as good. So I would advise whoever is getting into this, go into a studio, practice, have that confidence, smile on camera. I know most people are shy. I know almost all of us, like me when I started my YouTube channel, I look at it and I'm like, oh my goodness, what is this that I was doing? Yeah, but now a tip that I'm sharing, and no one will tell you this, even the recruiters will not tell you this. your video quality is the main determinant. The video, the way it is, from the quality of production to the way you present yourself, that confidence, the way you're smiling, because US, they really are into facial expressions. How do you express yourself? Are you a happy person? Are you a grumpy person? So from the video, someone can tell. And if you're not confident or if you don't smile, even if out here you're very bubbly and you're there, you're so serious on a video, you're looking like someone alikukasirisha before ukuje ufanye hii video. By the way, you may not be picked. Video yako itaishi kuzungushwa tu, hakuna mwenye atakuchukua. But if you appear bubbly, you're smiling, you're happy, you're confident, that is a pass. Then, of course, number two, it's the content. Yeah. And good thing the questions are sent to you. You have enough time to research. Yeah. And already, if you are a teacher, with some of these things you don't even need to research. They'll come out naturally. So what I would advise, make sure if you're shortlisted, have a very high quality video, of course, smiling, confident, and all. Still on the process. The process, I said, like mine has taken a whole 1 year.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, so after the video, patience is key. After the video, now the principal identifies you and says, I want to interview Beldine. So your agency will notify you. Like now, Faces notified me. A principal at this school is interested in interviewing you on this date. Are you available for the interview? I said yes. Then I did the interview. The interviews are very friendly. Like I have a friend who was saying, for her, she got carried away by the way they're so friendly. They're very friendly. They will make you feel so at home. You will forget you are in an interview room. Yeah. So remember, this is an interview. They're checking your skills. Yeah. Be professional and respond to the questions as they need. So sometimes they may ask for a second interview. Again, present yourself and do the needful. Then if you're successful for the second interview, you're offered offer letter. You're offered a DS 2019 form where you go apply the visa. The visa interview, again, is something that you prepare for. And yeah, the process is quite long, but it's worth it. It's worth all the patience.
Yeah. So my next follow-up, question. You're someone who we see has been quite settled here in Kenya, so to speak. So how are you giving up the business, or are there strategies you have used to ensure that your business, remains afloat? How exactly are you navigating this transition?
So one thing I would like to just let you know, the moment I started my business, I started with proper structures. My main drive and focus was delegation. I knew I'm starting this business. I'm baking myself. I went for the training myself. I'm decorating myself. But the end goal is to have a team. Yeah, so I started the moment I learned. I came trained my house help. My house help was my first employee.
Yeah.
Yes. So from there, I hired my brother. From there, I had now a qualified cake decorator. So you find slowly I've been putting structures, and I'm grateful even when this opportunity came, my business was already running in my absence. Yeah, so because the business I started with, I'm teaching, I'm still teaching, and it's 9 years down the line, I'm still a teacher, and the business is thriving. So the structures, with time, I've been putting in structures and systems. And then recently, I even had to hire business consultant and strategist. Actually, as I leave, we now have a 5-year strategic plan for the business. Awesome. We have an operations manager, we have a social media marketer, we have admins, we have I've set up roles in such a way the business will completely run in my absence. We have very qualified cake decorators, bakers. For you to qualify to get a job in our bakery, you have to have 3 years experience as a cake decorator. So I'm confident of the people I'm leaving behind. I've been developing recipes time and again, and I'm confident in those recipes, and I'll keep on developing. So I'm very confident the business will remain. My social media presence will remain because teaching is 8 to 4. So from there, I can still edit my videos. I can still do a few other things after work. Yes, so at least my life will continue, my business will continue, and my social life will continue.
Yeah, great. So your story is very inspirational, Beldin, because wewe ni mwalimu umekataa kufungiwa ndani ya box, you
Yeah.
know, and it's really important that we speak about why it's important for us to follow our passions and, you know, to use our talents, just like you mentioned at the beginning of this video.
Yeah.
So I'd like you to speak to the teacher. This teacher who is feeling stuck.
Yeah.
This teacher who feels like they got the worst of jobs.
Yeah.
I would like you to speak to them and really tell them what they should do if that is what they're feeling or if that is where they are at.
Yeah, so to the teacher out there feeling stuck, hating your job, feeling TSC is not compensating as well enough, yeah, because we know the truth. Anyway, so we should not limit ourselves. You can still be a teacher, teaching those students because they need us. They really, really need us. So you can be a teacher. You can start your business. You can employ people, and I think we need to erase this mentality whereby people think like what to see waaminifu, like people are not trustworthy out here. I cannot start my business and leave it to people. When you get the right people, they will do the job. Yeah, so don't fear. And then these opportunities are not for the chosen few. I am a girl from a village. My village is called Motewa, Adwana. Yani deep down from the village. I've fought my way and it is possible. So it is very possible. We should not limit ourselves by our backgrounds, by whatever we are doing. We are capable of achieving great things as teachers. We are capable of teaching those students, get the highest marks that they need to get, and as well as grow ourselves. Go back to school, get that master's, get that PhD, grow yourself, learn, enroll to short courses, and get into coaching programs. Like personally, I've done quite a number of coaching programs. I have a personal coach, I have mentors. So don't limit yourself and think like, mimi ni yule tu niko hapa chini, siwezi toka hapa, like, yeah, I was meant to be here. No, challenge yourself, get out of that comfort zone, and it's possible, it's doable.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much, Beldine. You heard it from her. It is possible, it is doable. Do not limit yourself. Follow your passion, utilize your talents, and go for those opportunities. Start that business. Thank you so much. Asante sana, Beldine, for coming.
You're most welcome. Thank you for inviting me to share my story, and you're doing a great job. Whatever you're doing to encourage teachers, to show them the opportunities out here, you're doing an incredible job. Well
Asante.
done.
Thank you so much.